Hopfield, would you announce that the one who is entering the Kansho is Mr. John Deta? First time he's doing it. He's the one who is doing Kansho, it's John Deta. First time he's doing it. You can announce it. Oh, yeah. No. I'm going to do that one. You are saying now.
Good morning and welcome to this service. We have a special welcome and thank you to Reverend George Matsubayashi, who is here today. He's initiating for Reverend Corey, who's on vacation. Reverend George also wanted me to let everybody know that Mr. John Ito was reading the Kansho for the first time this morning. All right, I'm Judy Hopfield, and I'll be chairperson for this morning. Let's see, we already did the Kansho, so next we'll have the chanting of the Sanbutsuge. For those of you at home, please use your seiken or the attachments sent to the Zoom link for this morning's service. I also wanted to put in a welcome to Katie Flanagan, who's joining us on Zoom. We'll now have the golden chain. Please join me in Kansho. I am a link in Amita's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing. and protect all who are weaker than myself. I would think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amina's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. First Gatha this morning is Tsuki Deta, which is on page 67 of the service book.
三奇右衛門。日本語で先に三奇右衛門をご紹介いたします。隣人受けがたし、今すでに受く。仏法聞きがたし、今すでに聞く。好み根性に向かって土せずんば、さらにいずれの章に向かってか好みを土せん。大衆もろともに四神に三宝に消えし立て祀るべし。自ら仏に消えし立て祀る。まさに願わくば主情とともに大道を体現して無常意を起こさん。自ら法に消えし立て祀る。まさに願わくば主情とともに深く行造に入りて知恵海のごとくならん。自らそうに消えし立て祀る。まさに願わくば主情とともに大衆を通りして一切無下ならん。無常人人微妙の方は百千万号にも愛をことかたし、我今検問し受理することを得たり、願わくは如来の真実義を下し立て祀らんと。南無阿弥陀仏。南無阿弥陀仏。南無阿弥陀仏。南無阿弥陀仏。
And I will now do the English reading of the three treasures. Please join me in Kansho. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be free from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I put my faith in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of thy way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves thy supreme will. I put my faith in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of thy doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I put my faith in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in thy life of harmony, in the spirit of universal family, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Please be seated. We will now have our Dharma message by Reverend George.
Will you please join me in Kansho meditation? Words from the Reverend Corey Kwan message titled Go One Step Further. We received this letter from Sensei and the temple, and we received the last Sunday the senior citizen meals and Hanamatsuri Obento for Turkey. He says, he would say, in the story of Prince Siddhartha's birth, he is born in Lumbini's garden, India, where it rains, and he takes 7 steps. I want to focus on the representation of the 7 steps. The first 6 steps relate to the 6th realm of existence. In simplest terms, there are the various types of mindset that we switch between, like hell, hungry ghosts, animals, humans, fighting demons, and God. You can look these up on your own, but these steps symbolizes that even in the perceived highest realm or best lives we live, we are still suffering. This is not about our physical or our mental health or how our mind is affected. If we want to truly happy, the teaching are telling us to break free from form of human desires and make the 7 steps into awakening. Go one step further. Reverend Korika. Good morning, everyone. Now I can hear the answer reply from the audience, so so nice. But I see this temple is full of the people. First 3 rows, we have about 6, 7 people. And even Reverend George is sitting next to the chairperson, listening to his message. And people I know living in Seattle are here also in the audience. And from all over, I know I saw the screen of the video. Now, I cannot see anything on the screen, so sorry if I say something not too good for the people who are on the Zoom this morning. Sorry, I cannot see you because there's no screen I can see. That. Only thing is I can see lots of these pictures big picture. And everybody smile and no changes in expression. But it's nice to have all four temples. But under this very difficult time, in the third year already, after COVID-19 started to hit us, but still we are doing such a wonderful, wonderful job, especially when Songhanji, the members of the temple, stick together and come up with all kind of the programs that helps within the members themselves and helping the community, senior group, and not only that, even Ukraine, the helping things are now doing so good, doing good. When the month of April, as you see, last Sunday you had Hanamatri, Buddha's birthday, and also the Hatsubai, the baby child, first visit to the temple. I understand that Mr. Jerry Seda, who is from Connecticut this morning, are you on the Zoom? I cannot see you, but I can hear you talking. So, Mr. Jerry Seda wrote in the message that he had the 7 new members, the 7. And then I thought of myself, when from the 7 infant, the baby coming to new temple Hatsubai. And Reverend Corey Kwan gave the message of 7 steps. Go 1 step further. So not stay on the 7, but go a step further. The 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go on. Yeah. And then when you go to baseball game, lucky 7, you will usually don't just come back from the back from the big wind. They don't say yesterday, but lucky 7 really good chart, 7. And when you go to all the world, 7 world, the miracles, Sekai no Nana Fushigi, usually 7 miracles. And then when you go to Las Vegas, if you get the 7, then you get the big prize. Yeah. So, but on the other hand, in America, I never knew that. But after I came to came back this country, I heard 7 year each. You heard about 7 cities. Nobody goes through that, I hope. Yeah. But 7 is 7. And then this is the first steps that baby Siddhartha took. It's not true. But in a Buddhist tradition, we always say that Buddha took the 7 steps. No way, even 1 year later, we cannot take a step sometime. No? But this is the legendary story and also showing our respect to the Gautama Siddhartha. When he is born, he took 7 steps. But before he did take 7 steps, what he did was Mr. Tony, can you see this one here? I know when you had Hanamatri, you had the baby Buddha, Siddhartha baby Buddha statue. In Japanese, we call Kansho Butsu, the Buddha, the birth, the statue of the Buddha. You can see the picture on the screen, those one here. And then also, this is not a tiger. You see this one too? This is elephant. Yeah. And then downstairs you have the beautifully painted white elephant. That's in Venice trademark. No? The elephant and then baby Buddha. This baby Buddha I brought from Japan 1960. Then after that, how many years? Almost 60 years. He never grew. Same size, and the same way, putting right on side like that. Yeah, that you call in Japanese tenjo, up in the heavens. And then this one here, you see the left arm go down, that's pointing the ground, pointing the earth, pointing ground, saying that up in the heaven, and then over the ground of our universe. And then he said, Yuiga Dokusong, my life alone is respectful and honored. No, I am the honored person in the world. When you hear that, would you say, hey, Gautama Siddhartha is so arrogant. He's not only one, it's the honored one. But how come he said that? After that, he took 7 steps. And then I am going to be in the realm of the Nirvana awakening. Yeah. But he's so arrogant, saying that I'm the alone world honored. It doesn't mean that Gautama Siddhartha said that. He said was, my life alone is such a precious, cannot be replaced by anybody else. But I am fully responsible of my life, honorable, so that I will take 7 steps to awaken myself into the realm of Nirvana one day in the future. So this is what I understand about the Genjo Tenge Yuiga Dokusong. Above in the heaven, below on the ground, the whole universe, my life is such an important and honored. No one can replace my life. I am solemnly responsible for my life. After receiving my life from my parents, I am the one. Now take care of the life of not only myself, but with my own parents' life, grandparents' life, everybody's life. I am the one who received all this generation. You know, it's very hard to tell you that one life cannot be replaced by anybody else. Like most of you know about how sad that we are when we lost the number 2 son at age of 49. And recently, his lifetime work, the Terasaki Budokan, was grand open. They had a celebration. We were there, and they invited us. We truly enjoyed the program. And then, you know what happened? The tribute to the screen, on the screen in the afternoon, they had 15 minutes, 20 minutes, a tribute to the. And home of my family, including his 2 kids, Say and him. You know? Then I thought of myself, you know, I lived 84 years, 84 long years, and then I have witnessed all 4 of my children married, and they all received such wonderful life, married life. They all received blessings of 2 children each, so 8 grandchildren. What else I can expect? So this is my joy and happiness, and then all of a sudden, being diagnosed and died at the age of 49. Leaving then about 8, 9 years old, Say, the boy, and then 11 years old, the daughter, Eva. And then I made some seminars so many times, no? A hospital, the middle of the night, we're sleeping in the room. And then, you know, I'm talking, and then they said, are you okay? I said, oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. Don't worry about it. That's, I still remember. He's saying that, don't worry about it. I'm okay. But look after my kids. Look after my kids. So today, coming in to do service, my wife goes to the South Pasadena to deliver the miso soup and the onigiri what they say, as much as we can, we go look after the grandkids. But I don't know how many times I thought of myself, if I could take my son's place, any I go, anytime I can go, after living over 80 years. But 49, just a couple years before completion of his lifetime work on the Budokan completed, he passed away. But no matter how much I wanted, no matter how much my wife wants to take his life, his position, and then switch our lives. We thought about it many times. Why did it happen to Dee? Why did it happen to our own child? He cannot go before we go. So it's still sad experience, and I myself still can overcome it. But knowing that his life, when I was at the grand opening at the Budokan, in the life of those who are all there, they are the ones continue to carry on the life of our son. Our son never died. It's still going. He is still there in the life of the many people that dedicated their grand in tribute to my son. I was truly grateful. And Shinran Choni is the one who said, although my physical life will come to an end, the teaching and life that I have shared with you throughout my lives of 90 years will never, ever come to an end. It rather continue to live on as the fresh grass of the Wakano Bay, so long as human beings live, so long as people live. My life will continue to live on. So don't think that I am dead. And first words that Gautama Siddhartha said, like I said, in the heaven, over the ground universe, my life is truly honored one and cannot be replaced with anything. Solemnly responsive. Such a precious life. They continue to show me. The reason why I carry this one from Japan to this point is always say, hey, George, I'm here. Here I am. I was listening to radio, Shaq O'Neal, the big guy, the laser Shaq. When he plays the keyboard, like that. And then he goes like that. This is the place that I change in the world. And then the legendary coach, Phil Jackson, in his book, he said, when you find the Buddha in the lane, in the middle, pass the ball. Yeah, and the Buddha in the middle. When the shark says, give me the ball, and pass the ball to him, and he's going to stun the ball. So pointing out, here I am. Give me this wisdom and compassion. Here I am. Showing me, hey, George, here I am. Fagarama, you continue to live on your precious life. You cannot waste any time. Even though when you're doing okay, don't be so. Okay? You never know when next things comes. But today is very important. Live on. 一生懸命いいジャパニーズね、一生懸命生きなさい。でこれがね、シンボル of the おっしゃいます。頑張れよ。Here I am. I'm here 2,500 years later. Even at the very Songanji, you celebrated Buddha's birthday, and today, the Los Angeles Federation of the Buddhist Organization, Buddhist Temple, are jointly observing the Hanamatsuri celebration at Higasonganji. It's now used to have Ohigan and then Hanamatsuri, we used to have a joint everywhere. But now, only the Hanamatsuri, other denominations, Koya-san, Judy, Nichiren, Jodoshu, Ishonganji, Higashonganji, Senshi, all get together and having the service today. 2,500 years after Gautama Siddhartha passed away, still continuing. The Dharma, the healing, the teaching, and life that I have shared with you throughout my 90 years of life, Shingashan, never come to an end, continue to report as fresh as green grass of Wakano Bay, Urabe, so long as human beings live, so long as you live, you are the one who carry on the mission of the Buddha. So at this, even 25 years later, Benson, you said, and you have the 7 new members came into, then this is amazing. A teaching of the Dharma will be only carried, transmitted by the people. But same people who cannot practice the Dharma and cannot transmit the teaching, Dharma will be destroyed and extinguished. But you people are the one. The people are the one carry on. Not only the Shakyamuni Buddha's life, my son's life, and my life, and all of your parents continue to carry on the life. Yeah, so this is life that will never come to an end. Last words that Gautama Siddhartha said. First words I said, yeah, in our heaven, my life alone is honor. Such important, precious. The last words he said at age of 80 on February 15, Nirvana Day. He said, last 35 years, I was able to share with you all the teaching and practice that I have found and learned in my course of learning to become the enlightened one. I share with you everything, nothing left, nothing I'm hiding. The only thing I cannot do it is now time has come. So please watch myself ending 80 years of my physical life. But please do remember, this is going to be my last teaching to you. But says that when my physical life comes to an end, please do not think that I am going to die. I am going to enter that realm of nirvana to become enlightened. The Gautama Siddhartha said that I am entering the nirvana to become the Buddha. Not only becoming the Buddha, according to Shinra-shogi, understanding is, once you become the Buddha, you come back to this land. In Japanese, also to genso, going to the Buddha's country, Pure Land, and then after becoming the Buddha in the Pure Land, who come back to this land, genso eko, coming back, returning to this world, to the world, to help the others, to be able to find the same path in the numbers to become enlightened. So until everybody become enlightened, awakened, I am not finished my job. So Buddha, we call many Buddhas. Huh? And we say that Buddha myself, when I was born, my Buddha came. When Mr. Ishikawa was born, Mr. Ishikawa's Buddha was born. His Buddha is 98 years old, 98. My Buddha is only 84 years old. Until I was born, there is no Buddha for George Matsubayashi. Yeah? When I was born of the first time, Buddha became George Matsubayashi, the Buddha. So myself to put the same way. I wasn't 2,500 years. I am only 84 years old, but when I was born, Sakamuni Buddha became my Buddha, so he and I are the same age. And then you can tell your dad, your mom, and you are the same age. When Mr. John Ito was born, first time Mr. John Ito's there, and Mrs. Ito became the parents, father and mother. And then John Ito's sibling, two younger ones. See, they are younger, but their father and mother are younger than his young husband. Because when their two siblings were born, first time Mr. the Dale and the wife became the parents for them. So the parents and myself the same age. So my life is such an important, cannot be replaced. No, we are the one given this privilege of living our life. And really, with teachings, we say, sweet letters, but we say, hard is to be born into human life. Now we are living in it. Difficult is to listen to the teaching of the Buddha, but now we are listening to it. Hard is to be born into human life, but we are now living it. It's such a gift, no? Such a gift. The Sakamuni Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, 2,500 years ago. Please do believe your life. You are the only one who was born into human life, who live alone and die alone. Completely full, 150% be responsible of your life. Don't blame on others. You are the life, enjoying it. Yeah, so today, my feeling of the life is I am still embraced in the life of my parents. And I am the one, my life is embraced, my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, many, many generations. To tell you that I have a personal experience in the last couple of weeks. As you see when you go on these steps down, there is a picture of the past president. First president of this Songachi was Mr. Kiyoshiwaki. And then second president was Mr. Larry Morita, who you do not remember, you don't see, but even if you see the pictures, he left for the Orange County Chino area to do the landscaping, and he completed the landscape at the Orange County Buddhist Temple Gymnasium in front. That's his job. No? His mother-in-law was the one we call five lady. 覚えてます？山岡のばあちゃん、中村のばあちゃん、山木ばあちゃん、神田ばあちゃん、久本ばあちゃん、all those ばあちゃん are the powerful, powerful ladies, who made all the lunches and dinners for the people who work hard. They one time, the physical lady said, it's not fair, we have to always come up and do the food for the, our members, and then Bachan said that, one of the Bachan said, hey, you go up roof there. You do what your husband doing. Don't complain about it. We all have shared the job. There's a lot of times I remember reading the ranking here, temple, and they put the zabuton, the cushion on the floor, and they have the baby, and I used to go watch the baby go like that. But Bachan folks are all cooking. That 5 generations ahead of time. Those Bachans grew to be 5 generations. And then Mr. Rari Morita, that was the name I mentioned it. But his wife is one of the Bachan's daughter. So that's the second. Yeah, and then their children, the third, and then their children, third, and their children. So I have known 5 generations in the last 57 years being associated with the temple, 1965 on. Recently, we had a funeral service in Shonganji for the 57 years old Iran person who were born there and they, of course, became US citizens and they have very beautiful and successful business at the age of 57 passed away. And they chose the Shonganji for their funeral service and we were there. And then 21 years ago, 2001, those triplets, Mitsugo, triplets, 3 babies, one born, not one time, but a couple minutes later on, because triplet equal triplet. They had the Hatsumairi service at the Shonganji 20 years ago at the age of 1. I see a picture in this channel. They said they were come to the Shonganji because my husband was so enjoy and appreciative of the triplet who had the first temple visitation. And every once in a while, they came to the Shonganji or born and they all family or at the funeral service too. No? And he had sent me that beautiful message. And do you still remember, he said that the homecoming, yeah, homecoming for thee, homecoming thee. And then for him, the wife is a great granddaughter of Mr. Morita. And then their triplet, now 21 years old, would like to have that funeral at the Shonganji. And 20 years later, they came back. They say, coming home, returning home. It's such a beautiful words that I truly appreciate. No? 20 years later, triplet became 21. And then they all came. And they're all bigger than I am. You know, of course, I'm shrinking, but it's so amazing. Yeah, last how many years? I came in Venezuela in 1965, and ever since, generations after generation, so many of you, those who are in the Zoom service today too, I'm sorry I couldn't see your face, but I could name every one of the people that I remember last 57 years of my life. Never goes away from my life. I'm still living my life in the such embracement of those who have come to my life in the past 5 generations. So please let us remember our life was born alone, but nourished by the parents and supported by innumerable number of the people, and their lives contributed to my life and become part of my life. My life is the one I am truly grateful to be born into human life. So my time, 24, is whole clock is still 10 to 9 o'clock. So I'm sorry I couldn't see the time that I spent, but 10:24 still. It's Reverend Corey is on screen. I know your time is 6:30 in the morning. No, it's already 10:30, 7:30. But thank you, Sensei, sharing the moment and life of the Benediction. Please do enjoy the vacation with your family. Okay, we have a full house this morning. Every seats are taken. Only a couple spaces open in the front. But thank you very much, everybody. And I'd like to say that take good care of our life. Okay, thank you. Such free join in Kansho. Shinran Shoni, the founder of Jodo Shinshu, said the following words as his last words. Although my physical life will come to an end, the teaching and life that I have shared with you throughout my 90 years of life will never come to an end. It rather continue to live on as fresh as green grass of Canada Bay, so long as human being live. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida. はい、皆さんどうもありがとうございましたね。Thank you very much for people that are in the Zoom. I'm sorry I couldn't see your face, but I can feel it. Yeah, thank you again.
Thank you, Sensei, for your message. We always enjoy listening to you. Next, we will recite the 6 Paramitas. Please stand.
This Roku Parameters, 6 parameters, is the translation of the regular 6 parameters done by former and this is Limban Yue Masuoka, helped by his daughters and son to translate, and I was asked to check it and did translate into the following way. Ever since Benson Ganji is using this one, so you never see anything like this one in any other temples in some of the district. We see only Benson Ganji have the Roku Parameters, 6 parameters. ジャパニーズで読ませていただきましょう。御仏様の御心に立ち返らさせていただいて、一つ、今日一日、清らかな眼、温かい情け、つつましやかな態度で暮らしましょう。一つ、今日一日、腹を立てますまい。一つ、今日一日、不平不足嘘を申しますまい。一つ、今日一日、私の仕事に全身全力を挙げて尽くさせていただきましょう。一つ、今日一日、夜昼常に私を守らせたものを御仏のご恩を喜ばさせていただきましょう。一つ、今日一日、ナモ阿弥陀仏を唱えさせていただきましょ
う。Turning our thoughts to the Buddha, let us throughout the day live with clear eyes, warm hearts, and humble attitudes. Let us throughout the day not become angry. Let us throughout the day not utter words of discontent, dissatisfaction, and untruth. Let us throughout the day do our daily work with all our power. Let us throughout the day rejoice in the love and compassion of Buddha-sama, who is constantly watching over us day and night. Let us throughout the day repeat the holy name, Namo Amida Butsu. Promise. Amida-sama is our eternal father and mother. Amida-sama always keeps watch over us. We promise to listen to the teachings of the Buddha and perfect ourselves by following the Buddha's ideals. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Please be seated. Are there any announcements? If so, please unmute yourself and make your announcement.
I'm not seeing any young ones there, so I'll make the announcements for them. Good morning, everybody. First things first.
Actually, Jerry, we have leaders coming up for announcement.
Oh, okay, good. Go ahead.
Good morning. Sangha Change is having a candidate fundraiser until April 28th. Please sign up form downstairs and a link in the weekly newsletter sent by email. Thank you for your support.
Okay, that's one lesson I have to make. Good morning. First, thank you again, Reverend George. Thanks so much for being with us. We always enjoy when you come back to visit, and we love hearing your messages and seeing you here. So thank you so much. Reverend Anita will be back next week. The people on Zoom will understand what that means. And then thank you to our chairperson, Judy Hopfield, and our organist, Julia Ueda, our AV team, Tommy Nakagiri and Ron G, and our first time Kansho ringer, John Ito. So thank you, everybody. And thank you to everybody that joined us in person too. As things hopefully continue to get better, we hope to see more and more people who are able to come to the temple for service every Sunday. Couple more announcements. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think today is the last day for the Cub Scouts canned goods. So I think the table's still there. So if you want to bring canned goods or dry goods to donate, you better do that pretty quickly today so that they can collect it up, but they're still collecting. And thank you to everyone who already made a contribution for that. And then we have two other things. On Tuesday, April 26th, we will be having our next dining out fundraiser at Rustic Kitchen. That's on 3523 Centinela Avenue. That's near Centinela and Palms. So it's from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can eat in or take out, and you just have to mention that it's for the Venice Honganji Buddhist Temple, and we'll get a 20% donation from your order. So get hungry and eat lots that day. So that's Rustic Kitchen. We'll keep making announcements until that time. And then on going forward, June 25th is going to be a very busy day. I know it's a long time away yet, but so June 25 will be the VJCC Summer Festival. And then also on the same day, where the Southern District BCA Council is having their annual Southern District Conference. That will be at Orange County Buddhist Temple in person, or you can join by Zoom. The early registration is due on, I think it's April 25th. And I'll have to check the number. I think it's $25 if you sign up by that day. That's for in person or by Zoom. And then there's also a $12 optional bento. So with a Wednesday email and through other communication, we'll be sending out signups. So Vicky Tokirio is collecting the signups for us so that we can all send it in as one temple. So if you're free on the 25th and would like to attend the conference, just keep an eye out for that announcement as well. So, but I think that's it for today. So have a good week, everybody.
Okay, we'll conclude this morning with the Gatha farewell, which is on page 37 of the service book, and this will be followed by the reading of the benediction. We surround all people and all forms of life with infinite love and compassion. Particularly do we send forth loving thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to all those in doubt and ignorance, and to those whose feet are standing close to the great change we call death. We send forth oceans of wisdom, mercy, and love. Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Thank you for attending this morning's service. You may now unmute yourselves and visit with everyone.